Alright, y'all, welcome to the HFOG Hip Hop Gospel reading. Today we're going to be reading from Matthew chapter 11. If you want more information on the Hip Hop Gospels, you can go to hiphopholybible.com or go to iTunes and look for it on there, the Hip Hop Gospels, or Amazon.com. If you want to join our HFOG prayer group or Bible study or family in general, you can go to Google Plus, add Holy Fire of God as a friend. We'll add you back. If you have any prayer requests or comments, go to our Facebook page, holyfireofgod.com, post them there. And if you want to stay in contact with what's going on with us, go to holyfireofgod.com and subscribe to our newsletter. I'm just going to play real quick. This is the Matthew chapter 11 from the Hip Hop Gospels.
Matthew chapter 11. And it came to pass when Jesus had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed from there to teach and to preach in their cities. Now when John heard and preached what Christ was doing, he sent 2 of his disciples to ask him, the one who was to come, or should we look for another? Jesus answered and said unto them, go and tell John the things which you hear and see. The blind see, and the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, the dead are raised up, and the poor.
Alright, so that's Matthew chapter 11 from the Hip Hop Gospels. As always, I'm just reading the poetic version of it, so just the poetry. Here we go. I'll do a screen share so you can see the lyrics while I'm reading. And it came to pass, when Jesus had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed from there to teach and to preach in their cities. Now when John heard in prison what Christ was doing, he sent 2 of his disciples to ask, are you the one who was to come, or shall we look for another? Jesus answered and said to them, go and tell John the things which you hear and see. The blind see, and the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, the dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he who was not offended because of me. And as they departed, Jesus began to say to the multitudes concerning John, what did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what did you go out to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Indeed, those who wear soft clothing are in king's houses. But what did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I say to you, and more than the prophet, for this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. For surely I say to you, among those born of women there has not risen a greater one than John the Baptist, and yet he who is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now the kingdom of heaven has suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you are willing to receive it, here's the Elijah who was to come. He was ears to hear, let him hear. To what can I compare this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplaces and calling out to others. We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We have mourned for you, and you did not lament. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he has a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a glutton and a winebibber, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is justified by her children. Then he began to rebuke the cities wherein most of his mighty works had been done, because they did not repent. What do you call a sin? What do you best say? For if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say to you, it will be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon in the day of judgment than for you. And you, Capernaum, who are exalted into heaven, will be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Sodom, it would have remained to this day. But I tell you that it'll be more tolerable. It'll be more tolerable for Sodom on the day of judgment than for you. At that time Jesus said, I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hid these things from the wise and learned and revealed them to little children. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in your sight, all things have been committed to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father. No one knows the Father except the Son, and those to whom the Son will reveal him. Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest in your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So that's today's hip hop gospel reading from Matthew chapter 11. Again, if you want more information on that, you can go to hiphopholybible.com. If you want to join our HFOG family, go to go to Google Plus and add Holy Fire of God as a friend. We'll add you back. If you have any prayer requests, go to our Facebook page, post them in there, holyfireofgod.com. And if you want to stay in contact with what's going on with us, go to holyfireofgod.com and subscribe to our newsletter. Thank y'all so much for joining me. God bless. And join us tonight at 10 p.m. as Brian Sutton leads our HFOG huddle, which is the Bible study. God bless y'all.